Did you know that your driving posture can have an effect on your ability to safely operate your vehicle?
Always learning new stuff here as we are joined in studio with Sergeant Brian Pennings from the CHP to talk about this. Great to see you as always. When we talk about driving posture, you think maybe comfort is a big factor here. Talk to us about what's the proper posture and how it can affect your safety out there.
Well, first of all, when you're dealing with your proper posture, you have to be comfortable because driving can be exhausting. And not only is it physically, but it's mentally as well. Being comfortable in your vehicle is an important factor in you safely operating it.
And you just did a long drive recently.
Yes.
You know how important it is. Talk about the angle of your seat, because you can feel a little sleepy after a while.
So the recommendation is not to sit too far up and not to sit too far back. So if 90 degrees is straight up and down, they recommend you between 100 and 110 degrees, not too far back, but not straight up, because straight up can be exhausting on your ability for your core, and it exerts a lot of energy. But sitting too far back could be unsafe as far as your ability to be properly restrained in the event of a collision.
Yeah, let's talk about some of those safety factors. Okay, so what is it exactly if you sit too far forward?
Okay, if you sit too far forward, remember we have that very important thing in the center of your steering wheel called an airbag that deploys at 200 miles per hour. So you want to sit approximately 12 inches from that airbag. So if you're sitting closer than a sheet of paper, you're too close. You need to scoot back a little bit. So you'd be a minimum of 12 inches from your airbag.
What if you're short?
No, that's true. It's important, Maria, when you're for people who don't typically fit in a normal vehicle. If you're too short, it's important to have a vehicle that has adjustable steering wheel and adjustable pedals, so you can move the pedals up and move the steering wheel in, so you can properly adjust that so that you're safe behind that airbag.
Well, let's talk about posture. Okay. Sit up and talk about posture. Lumbar support, does this factor in? What happens if you're leaning forward too much? Is that something that?
It does. Lumbar is very, very important. So if you have a sway back, you want to expand that lumbar support so it provides the support in your back, and so you can relax and not have to exert as much energy. If you have a flat back like I do, you want to eliminate or minimize that lumbar support so it doesn't push you forward, which is also uncomfortable while you drive.
Well, what about your headrest? Because I see a lot of people and they raise them too high. I feel like,
Well, you want it to be right in the center of your head, and you want it to provide the ample support for your head. But remember, the forces of a collision are phenomenal. You go up 1 story for every 10 miles per hour. So if you're involved in a rear-end collision, you want that head support to be in the center of your head. Otherwise, you're looking at some serious neck and back injuries from whiplash, is what we called in the old days when we didn't have headrests in our vehicles.
So do people not deal with that as much now because of the headrest?
Yes, it has minimized whiplash injuries significantly because our newer vehicles all have headrests.
Let's talk about mirror adjustment, because obviously with your posture and with your angle, changes where the mirror should be. What can you tell us about? Obviously, it's an important thing to have, but what should people know about mirrors? So
once you get yourself properly fitted in your driving position and you're relaxed, you don't want to have your mirrors where you have to actually move to see out of your mirrors or up or down. You want to just be able to look at a glance. A minimal effort to be able to check your mirrors. Make sure they're properly adjusted.
Should fatigue be a safety concern?
Yes, extremely. So remember, driving is multitasking and stuff. It requires 100% of your attention and can become mentally exhausting as well. So not only do you need to be comfortable for your muscles, but you need to take frequent breaks so you can mentally check out and reset your mentally as you drive down the road.
Have you run into situations, or what situations can you tell us? Because I always find these,
fascinating
case studies fascinating, where somebody's posture or maybe their seat angle factored into something bad.
I will tell you that I did have a situation. It's probably the best example of what you're talking about. We had a young man who thought it would be real cool to drive while he was reclined in the seat way back. He was in the rain. He was driving too fast. He spun out and went into an embankment with the rear of his vehicle. So he spun out in the rain, went in the embankment, the forces were exhibited upon his body, and he was shot out the back window of his vehicle because he was leaning back in his car. His seatbelt was still put on over his hips and not on his chest because he was leaned back, and he got shot out the back of the car, and unfortunately he suffered fatal consequences because of it. So it's very important that you're sitting correctly, because those forces in a crash are phenomenal.
What do you do with the, because my mom was an elderly lady, and we used to make fun of her because she was like, She could barely see over the, what do you do?
Well, in the newer cars, we're fortunate because the manufacturers have made it very easy to adjust the seats, the pedals, and the steering wheel to make this safety. And the airbag plays a huge factor. You need to make sure that you have at least that 12 inches behind the airbag, so if it does deploy, it doesn't cause serious bodily injury.
And your hand's not on top of the steering wheel.
Right. We learned that last week.
We learned that last week.
Yeah, there's so many interesting things here because something you don't necessarily think about, but it's for your comfort, which is thus your safety, and also for the safety if you're in an accident.
You have to be able to react, So.
All right. Sergeant Pennings, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Look forward to what we have next week with more Rules of the Road.
Rules of the Road.
See you then. Thanks.
All right.